Pennsylvania's anthracite region was once one of the world's largest suppliers of coal. The men who dug the coal that fueled America put in long, hard days in the dark, damp underground. They lived in tightly knit towns like Ashland. 2 miles north of Ashland, on Route 61, is the coal town of Centralia, or what's left of it.
There was a time when Route 61 was Centralia's main street. Locust Avenue, it was called. And there was a time homes lined both sides of the street, and 1,100 people lived in this town.
Centralia's population today is 11. All but 6 of the town's 500 homes are gone. The town's last church, St. Ignatius Roman Catholic Church, was demolished in 1997. All that remains of Centralia's police department is the shield on the door of Borough Hall. Centralia's fire truck and ambulance are manned by volunteers from nearby towns. Centralia has a mayor and a 5-member borough council. They meet here once a month for about 10 minutes. There isn't much new business in Centralia. This town was built on coal, and coal is fueling its demise.
It began in May of 1962 when someone started a fire in a trash dump on the edge of town. What was not known at the time was the fire was over an open coal seam. The fire spread underground and into a rich vein of anthracite coal, and that marked the beginning of the end of Centralia.
After millions of dollars were spent on numerous unsuccessful efforts to put out the fire, the federal government decided to let the fire burn itself out. Centralia sits on top of one of the largest veins of anthracite coal in America, the Mammoth Vein. Experts say there is enough coal for the fire to burn for 500 years or longer. In 1983, Washington came up with $42 million to pay Centralia's residents for their homes. By 1990, 400 families had left town. In the last house, still standing on Troutman Street, lives a man who told the government to keep its money. Like his father, Lamar Mervine worked the mines. This is the house where his father lived. For Lamar Mervine, this is about a man's home, and no one should have a right to take it away.
I have no intention of moving.
But Lamar Mervine is a guest in his own home. The town has been condemned. The state owns the land and everything on it, including Mervine's home. The state has made no attempts to evict Mervine or the town's other residents. Lamar Mervine's wife of 65 years, Lana, is in a nursing home 6 miles away in Mount Carmel. His son also lives in Mount Carmel. The mayor of Centralia lives alone. Visitors to Centralia are discouraged. The state has erected signs with an ominous warning. Walking or driving in this area could result in injury or death.
No one has died from the Centralia mine fire, but on Valentine's Day 1981, a 12-year-old boy almost became the first victim. Todd Domboski was playing in the yard near this site when the ground caved in and he fell into a hole. He managed to save himself by grabbing hold of tree roots until his cousin could pull him to safety. Todd Domboski was a lucky boy. The hole was 150 feet deep and filled with carbon monoxide gas.
Shortly after the accident, the Domboski family left town. There are no children in Centralia, no future generations. On the south ridge of town, where the fire burns, there is a pungent smell of sulfur in the air. Clouds of steam put a gray filter on the bright sun. In winter, Centralia is a world of fire and ice. The air can be bitterly cold, and the ground hotter than a sauna. Lamar Mervine is in his 89th winter, and in the warmth of his home, memories help shorten the long and lonely hours.
Yeah, this was a nice place to live. It was a nice town.
139 years after it was founded, Centralia is 11 people and 6 homes. Its streets are now paved with memories of the past, not dreams of a future. Dick Hawksworth, News 8, Centralia.